People often ask me, do I have any alternatives to bankruptcy? Now, for most people, bankruptcy works really well, but it's still fair to ask about the alternatives. Let me start with what you should never do. Do not go with these debt negotiators that you find on the internet. The way those work is this. They charge you a monthly fee supposedly to negotiate your debts, and you set up a little savings account where you save up the money to pay off the negotiated settlement amounts. That usually works for your lowest credit card. So if you have a credit card of $1,200, you'll be able to settle that up for $650, although you'll notice that besides the $650, by that point you probably paid $750 on top of the $650 for the fee. So you really haven't saved any money. But you never save up enough money to handle the big credit cards because they're siphoning it all off in fees. And you find that out when you start getting court papers. Then you realize that they just took your money. The government is frantically trying to shut those people down, but they keep popping up because they are so profitable because they don't do anything for the money they charge you. The honest alternative to bankruptcy used to be called credit counseling. Now it's mostly called debt management. Money Management International is the big outfit in that business. Another good one that I did a video with for the Better Business Bureau is called ClearPoint. Okay. Those people don't really negotiate your debts. The credit card companies tell them what they're willing to agree to. Will drop somebody's interest rate, say, to 5% if you work through them. So they plug your information into the computer and they can tell you how much you can save and when you can pay the debts off. When I see people I can't get into Chapter 7, that's not many, I often recommend money management rather than Chapter 13 bankruptcy. If you go down that road, there's one thing you need to know. These debt management programs rarely succeed, and that's why they're worse for your credit than filing a Chapter 7 bankruptcy. How does that make sense? Creditors look at your credit report and see you're in a debt management program, and they think this guy sooner or later is going to file bankruptcy, and the only person who doesn't know it is him. There are plenty of people, like car dealers, who would be glad to put you in a car 2 years after a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, but they will not touch you if you've been in a debt management program for 2 years because they think your bankruptcy is still dead ahead. If you'd feel better trying to pay everybody off, or if you just can't qualify for a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, Money Management or ClearPoint is the way to go. If you run into people who promise to do better than that, they're liars. They're scams.